Just a quick update on my latest locomotive collection. Got the 08 Hornby EWS DCC sound there. It's one of a few rail exclusive ones I've got. It's the Bachmann Class 57 in the first Great Western Green livery, the sleeper livery. I believe that one's called Pendennis Castle. Another rail exclusive, which is 60074 in the Teenage Cancer Trust livery. Another Class 60 next to it, which is the Isambard Kingdom Brunel, also another rail exclusive. There's also the Territorial Army Hornby livery, and then there's the newer blue, which is similar sort of colour to the Teenage Cancer but Trust livery one, but a bit deeper, and got the yellow stripe. That's quite a smart one. And then an EWS livery. There's 4 Class 50s. First two is Valiant and Illustrious. British Rail Blue is Illustrious and Civil Colour is Valiant. They're both DCC sound. And then there's a couple more 50s, which is 5002 Superb, which is in the Network South East livery, and then Sir Edward Elgar in the green livery. There's also another little shunt at the back there, grey livery, Dick Hardy. There's a little Bachmann Placer, British Rail yellow, little motorised unit there. Freightliner Class 70 limited edition 7001. Then there's a few Class 67s in Hornby livery, in Hornby, which is the EWS livery, Rising Star. And then the silver livery, which comes from the train pack. That was Royal Diamond. And then there's the Queen's Messenger, the sort of maroon livery, 67005. Bachmann Class 37 in rail freight livery, 37428, named David Lloyd George. There's the new measurement train, which is fairly new to Hornby, with the buffer beams on the front. Another 37, which is another rail exclusive, which is the DB Schenker St Blaise model. And then there's 2 Class 31s. One's a DCC sound model, and one is the rail exclusive model. I think that one's the sound one there. And then the 31130, I think, is the rail exclusive one. Also, Model Zone limited edition 03 Network South East livery, which is the Isle of Wight livery. Like I say, Model Zone exclusive. And I've got a few steam trains here. Limited edition Hornby model. I think it was only 300 made of that one, of the British Toy and Hobby Association. Small little basic train there. Great Western, celebrating 175 years model there. Little small tank engine. I've also got the older model, which is that one there, celebrating the 150 years. So the new model and the older one. The Flying Scotsman from the pack, which has the observation car. So I think that one's got the twin tender, but it's only got the other tenders in the cabinet. There's a few of the silver steam engines. There's Quicksilver, Silver Fox and Silver Link. I've also got another Silver Link, I think it is, in the Silver Jubilee train set, the older model. And then there's the little army style livery, I think it is, grey one, number 300. It's got the little glowing firebox inside. And then there's the Turkish livery, which is one that's, I think, still on eBay at the moment. They're limited. They've only made 200 of those. That's by Hornby, with the little, I forget, the little Turkish flag on the tender. It's quite a nice little one. And so that's limited edition. Then there's the steam train, which is Clan Line from the Orient Express digital train set, and then a Devon Bell locomotive, which it's called Wade Bridge. That's DCC sound fitted as well. That's not fitted to standard, that's been added by the person who had it before me. And there's the little Lionworks, which is quite a little rare locomotive as well. Next shelf down, another Model Zone exclusive, which is the mainline Class 09 there, Hornby. And just a little tank engine there. Olympic power car, Eurostar power car, which I've fitted some front and rear lights on, well, forward facing, and where they go white with LEDs, and then red LED when it's in reverse. There's a few Class 153s, East Midlands blue and the sort of bright coloured livery, Great Scenic Railways of Devon and Cornwall livery with the probably Exeter Cathedral or somewhere on the side. If I can just get, oh, so I can try and get that to focus, you see. There on the side. And then there's the Northern livery with the stars on the ends. Then there's just a 2-car Class 156, I believe, first livery. The Pendolino, this is the, I'll just quickly show you the newer Alstom livery. This is that. And there's a little small London Transport steamer, oh, quite an old one by Hornby. And then a first Great Western little pacer unit. Then there's another, just a first Great Western Green, which is one of the Synchro Smoke old engines at the back. Class 37 EWS, which is from the Freight Master train set, which I believe was exclusive to Toys R Us, so probably fairly rare, that one. There's 2 Class 58s, one in mainline, one in rail freight. Intercity APT, which is one of just the cab ends there. Now I've got that livery with the black cabs, and I've got another normal livery without the black ends as well, hidden away somewhere. And both have got the pantographs and whatnot. 91025, quite a rare Intercity 225, which is BBC Radio 1, and then GNER 225, which is Tam the Gun, which is only just recently got this, from a limited edition train set as well. It's only 500 made of that one, so it's quite a rare one. A couple of Class 90s, one just Intercity livery and one in the Caledonian Sleeper, and then a couple of 92s. The EWS, which is Victor Hugo, and then Rail Freight livery, which is Charles Dickens, I think. And then the British Railways, just a normal green, fairly old shunter. And then down here you've got the Class 20 Rail Freight livery, then a few of these smaller little locos. What are they? 70 Class 73. There's the Pullman livery, I think that's the Royal Alex. The Gatwick Express livery, which is a fairly recent one, and then a 73, this is a Lima model, which is the Battle of Britain 50th anniversary. That's a limited edition model. But nah, it's been a bit weathered before I got hold of it, so keep my eye out for a better one of those if I can. Class 33 and a Bachmann Class 25. I think the 33 is, I can't remember the make, but it's not one of the main ones that I-Class has. Network South East, British Railways Blue, the NHS 50, Anglia, Frank Hornby Intercity livery, and then the limited edition Class 86 livery, which is the parcel one, which is the CRT 75th anniversary. There, back in there. All got the pantographs, and then there's a slightly longer green Hornby Great Western, a Class 66 Freightliner Lima, which is the Rail Express limited edition, which is now the Rail exclusive company. 33 Lima with the Scottish Scotty dog on that one. It's quite cool. And then there's my first ever train, which I've still got, the old Lima common as muck D9003 mailed. Well, they seem to be, don't see as many as you used to, but maroon, nice one there, that's a Lima. And then a few Class 47s. The grey Rail Freight, that was one of my earlier trains, and I've just always liked it, so I've kept that. 47 mail livery from the twin train set Hornby. Then a 57 Lima Freightliner, which is another Rail Express, as is Class 37 in the Transrail, but this one's a bit weathered as well. That's the limit. That was the first of the Rail Express limited edition models that they did. It's called Sister Dora. Like I say, it's a bit battered, that one, so I'll probably try and get a better condition one in the future, but it sort of does for now. Australian Intercity XPT, which is basically the equivalent of the British Intercity 125, and that's the one you've already seen, the limited edition little Great Western 150. Regional railways, the grey and the blue. Pacer. A Marston Vale, which is the striking colours. Is that a 121? Yeah, like a little bubble car. But that one's been fitted with the Hornby chassis, because I preferred the bodies of Lima on a Hornby chassis, because the Hornby one ran much better. And then there's the Network Southeast, pretty common one that Hornby do. It's not the Model Zone one, but Hornby look out for one of them at some point. I'll probably swap it over, but I don't think there's that much difference. There's an EWS 56, which I've got fairly recently, and then the rest is the Intercity 125 and HSTs, normal Intercity livery, the black livery, and then the older blue livery. First Great Western green sort of Merlin style livery. GNER power car, which is City of Kingston upon Hull. There's the first newer livery, the purple with the stripes. Not the latest, but one of the newer ones. That one's been DCC fitted with LED lights fitted as well. Then there's the Hornby livery from the Virgin Hornby train set. And then there's also, this one's actually a dummy car, just the common 43093 Lady in Red, but it's got the, don't know the roots of it, but it's got the Virgin Press Office number on the side, and it's, by the looks of it, it's a lot shinier, so it looks like it's been lacquered as well. So I assume it must have been something that they gave out to sort of highlight their new number or something, maybe, not too sure. But yeah, that's the collection as a whole. Generally, say you've got the 125s and a few ones on the bottom, mainly Limas on this shelf. Hornby, sort of smaller locomotives mainly there. And then sort of getting towards the newer, these ones are generally newer models, sort of the more super detailed stuff at the top and whatnot, and that's a lot of the sound and limited edition ones at the top there. So any questions, please ask. Hope you liked. Cheers.